Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm going to be playing Jund Pili-Pala Combo. So this is a stand-in. We have the Seeker of Skybreak combo coming up, which is a 2-card combo just like Pili-Pala is. Pili-Pala makes infinite mana when you combine it with Careful Cultivation, which allows it to tap for green since it untaps to add a mana of any color. With this, we can make infinite mana, try to draw our deck with the Eviscerator's Insight, Malevolent Rumble, Bitter Reunion. Then we put a bunch of Chrysalis on the table and attack in for lethal, or we have a Stormshriek Feral, which is a 3/3 flying dragon for 4 and a red. This also acts as a card draw spell, and it can be a way to dump your infinite mana into a win condition. One of the things that I learned from the Naya Cleansing Wildfire deck was that 4 Wildfire and 4 Rumble is a great way to have enough mana for a turn 3 Chrysalis. We also have Shambling Gas here. We can Eviscerator's Insight it to get more mana, so maybe like quite a few ways to have a turn 3 Chrysalis. Or Shambling Gas can give a -1 counter to a creature and then give you a way to kill like something that matters, like a Crypt Rats or something. In the main deck, I have 6 protection spells with Duress and Tamiyo's Safekeeping. And my mana base is kind of wonky, but we're going to go with it. I don't know if this is the right number of lands, but it'll be fine, I'm sure. In the sideboard, I have 4 Weather the Storms, 4 Snuff Outs. We have Fairy Macabre for Spy combo decks, Duress and Tamiyo's Safekeeping to round out 8 protections, and then 4 Weather the Storms. So my plan versus the mono red would be to side in all these cards, Breath Weapon, Weather Storm, Tamiyo's Safekeeping, and cutting the combo entirely, and just try to Chrysalis them out at some point. So we'll see how that goes. I will see you in the matches. This video is brought to you by Card Market, Europe's largest TCG marketplace. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. We're here in round 1 on the play. We do not have anything crazy to do fast, but I have turn 2 Duress into Wildfire in turn 3. So I guess I'm keeping. The Eviscerator's Insight doesn't have anything to target right now other than sacrificing a land. We can Stormshriek Feral flush out, discarding the Eviscerator's Insight to store it in the graveyard for later. I think that in the Seeker of Skybreak combo, the Eviscerator's Insight won't be quite as good because you don't have the infinite mana, so it's not like you can flash it back too easily. I'll lead on my bridge and pass the turn. Our opponent is on some sort of mono red. We find a landscape. I'm still going to Duress you. If they are mono red madness, I want to take their draw spell, like a Highway Robbery or something. They have exactly Highway Robbery. Okay, that's good. So they're going to be stuck a little bit. Play the bridge. They do have a ridiculously strong start, though. So Highway Robbery is out of their hand. They play the mountain. They drew another one. Bad news. They discard a Lava Dart. We have the Pili-Pala. Let's Wildfire the land. Grabbing a forest. We find a bridge. I'll play the bridge out. They have a mountain. They decline to cast the Gutter Snipe. So we found Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Let's go red, and then use the green and Cleansing Wildfire. Get another forest. We have a Shambling Ghast. Play the Shambling Ghast out. Play the Twisted Landscape. I think I'm going to flush out and discard the Eviscerator's Insight. Okay. So a Bitter Reunion could maybe help me try to win in 1 turn. So Bitter Reunion, Pili-Pala, that's 4. And then I need 3, so I need 7, 8 mana in play. I want to be able to go all the way with everything. They will slam the Gutter Snipe. We have a Writhing Chrysalis. I'm going to start with Bitter Reunion and discard the Twisted Landscape. We find the Careful Cultivation. So unfortunately, I might be dead this turn because they have Dart, Fire Blast. But let's just see what happens. Play out my Writhing Chrysalis. If they tap all their mana, I can go Pili-Pala, Careful Cultivation, and then bash you with my Stormshriek Feral. Fire Blast plus Dart in the graveyard plus Dart in hand is 12 damage. And they had 2 Fire Blasts at the time. So we have to have them actually tap their mana, which seems unlikely, I guess. We can maybe try to pressure them by playing out the Stormshriek Feral and then getting in. They're passing. Let's go for Duress. They go Lightning Bolt face. Not good. We'll take the Fire Blast. Uh-oh. I accidentally double activated the Writhing Chrysalis and didn't let it resolve. Okay. Red. So we will play the Stormshriek Feral. And then I will attack in. Opponent's now at 13. They're going to go for the Lava Darts. And then they just go for Gutter Snipe, Dart, Fire Blast. Or Gutter Snipe plus Dart, Fire Blast would be how much? I don't know. Be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I can't live through this. I guess I had to force interaction. So if they specifically dart me here, or play the Gutter Snipe, I think I just lose. My turn. We have a bridge. We have 7 damage, 8 damage, 9, 10, 11. I think I played the Pili-Pala. And then I go Careful Cultivation on the Pili-Pala. And then I kind of am expecting them to cast the Fiery Temper that's in their hand on the Pili-Pala. And I can respond with Tamiyo's Safekeeping to keep it alive. And then they can Lava Dart it. But then they cannot cast their Gutter Snipe and kill me on the next turn. They cast a Lava Dart from hand. I will Tamiyo's Safekeeping. They don't know that I can't activate the Bitter Reunion. So they flash back a Lava Dart. Alright, my creature is dead. I'm going to be at 9. They still have 9 damage. No, they have to draw land. Play bridge. We'll get in. When it's at 6. If they draw land, I'm dead. Faithless Looting probably kills me. I'm at 7. This is 3. Oh, then they have the Fire Temper from hand. Okay. Little bit disappointing. We ran into the bad matchup, but we know what to do. We have a plan. We're going to cut the combo, bring in the Weathers, Tamiyo's, and Breath Weapon. Send it back. We need a fast Chrysalis and a lot of life gain. I think this is an important thing to be doing to see if this will actually work at all. Can we beat the mono red deck? Or is the mono red deck too oppressive? The strongest combo deck in the format is mono red burn. We're on the play, game 2. We're looking for fast Chrysalis. This hand is close, but not going to get there. Mulligan. We have... Okay, if I draw land, I'm in great spot, right? So I guess I just... What's the odds I draw land? I guess I have to look that up. The odds are 35%. We should mulligan. We have Cleansing Wildfire, Weatherstorm. Let's get rid of Stormshriek and Rumble. We'll play out the bridge and pass the turn. Then we're going to Wildfire, grabbing a Swamp. We play a Mountain. Maybe it's better to grab a Forest. We'll Wildfire, grab a Forest. That allows me to have Tamiyo's Safekeeping if they go after my land, but they might just go after it right now anyway. Plays a Mountain. Do they have a Cast in the Fire? They have a Highway Robbery. Snacker will return. Let's cast Malevolent Rumble, looking for a Chrysalis. We find a Mountain. Viscer's Insight is in the graveyard. Play a Landscape and pass the turn. Opponent plays a Mountain. Gets in for 2. Grab the prize, discarding Sneaky Snacker again. Not great for me. I will fetch out a Swamp. There's the Chrysalis. So let's play Writhing Chrysalis. See if this will protect me against the Snacker beats. They're getting in. I will block. Snacker goes to the graveyard, so now they can just maybe... Let's see. If they go for... They go Witch's Mark. Okay, makes a Wicked roll attached to their Sneaky Snack. Chooses to discard Fiery Temper. Fiery Temper probably goes after Chrysalis, but I'll respond with the Safekeeping. So I can't make a land drop in between this. And I want to keep the spawns around. They're going face? I mean, okay. Storm is 2. Is this the right time to weather? Probably. I'll gain 9. Okay, we have a Breath Weapon. So we're just going to go black, or colorless, red, Breath Weapon, and attack in 4/5. They have another way to bring back all their snackers. That's very hard for me to deal with. Oh boy. Okay. 3 snackers back on the table. Looks like I should be playing Nile Spellbombs in this deck. That's something to think about. Lots of Highway Robbery. So I have the option to... No, I can't do that right now. Alright. Let's fetch out a Swamp. Draw an Ichor Wellspring. Play Ichor Wellspring and draw a card. Another Chrysalis. Okay, that can be good. We'll hold down the fort. They're going to bash in, deal me 4 damage. Hopefully they run out of ways to put them back on the table. I'm at 13. Opponent has a gutter snipe. Oh yeah, they had a highway robbery and plot. This is brutal. Snacker returns again. 6 cards in hand for the opponent. We draw a landscape. I don't even know what I can do here. Play the Chrysalis. I got nothing. Yeah, I'm just dead. We'll go to the next round. All right, round 2. So what did we learn from round 1? We learned we definitely want to be playing something like the Nihil Spellbombs in our deck. That would be really helpful. This hand is okay. We're going to put back Malevolent Rumble. I think if I didn't have those snackers just continuously coming back, I would be in a much better spot. So maybe there's a way to play the deck where we're not so reliant on the Wellsprings. I'm going to place an island. I'm just going to lead on the bridge. I'm expecting this to be Mono Blue Terror, and I'm hoping that Writhing Chrysalis is good against Mono Blue Terror. They grabbed an island, play it. Likely a counterspell here. I guess I will attempt the Ichor Wellspring, but I don't think it's going to resolve. A Mental Note in response. So it might resolve. Mental Note again. Okay. Wellspring resolves. They have enough to slap down some terrors at this point. Plays Island. Pondering. I see Sleep of the Dead dispel, also a Deep Analysis. I'm not sure exactly what's going on over there. This might be like a no... Okay, they go Terror. Best draw is not a Wellspring. It would have been a Forest, so we could go Shambling Gas, Malevolent Rumble. I'm going to attempt this Pili-Pala. I'm probably going to die. Maybe they don't have Counterspell in their hand, and I just like untap with a Forest and just win. They Thought Scour themselves. They mill Sleep of the Dead, or no, Thought Scour. That's weird. Deep Analysis on themselves, so they play Island. I draw... That's annoying. I think I simply lose. Oh, man. Okay, so their deck was very efficient. I didn't draw any lands. We will go to the next game. I think I don't need the safekeepings. I would rather have Duress. Don't really need the Shambling Gas, but I would love to have Snuff Outs. And then I'll just bring back in 1 safekeeping. Okay. I've got the Snuff Outs going on. Let's keep, I suppose. We'll lead on the bridge in case we draw a Wildfire. They're not going to be able to resolve a creature, apparently. So that's nice. Got that going for me. They play Island. We have no... Alright, let's play Twisted Landscape and pass the turn. They Thought Scour, milling Counterspell. I really want to use the Duress to push through this Writhing Chrysalis, I think. Ponder for the opponent. If I draw a Wildfire, then I could Duress and try to resolve the Wildfire. They cast a Preordain. They have tapped out. This is definitely the Turbo Xerox version of the list. Looking to just play all your snakes on the table. I'm going to grab my Swamp. Raw. Okay. Play Landscape. Let's Duress you. I will take the counter spell, I think. Pass the turn. They have 2 Tolarian Terrors and a Cryptic Serpent, as well as an Island and an Annul. Maybe those were already... Okay, they did have Island. Plays Cryptic Serpent. Plays Tolarian Terror. Alright, we're gonna fetch up a mountain, I guess? Oh, I messed that up, didn't I? Okay, we snuff out the Tolarian Terror. No, I'm so dumb! Oh god, I'm gonna kill the Cryptic Serpent. I specifically was noting that I couldn't pay the ward on the Tolarian Terror, and now I'm totally screwed because I can't deal with the other Tolarian Terror. Ugh. Okay, Chrysalis. That was not great. That was the opposite of great. I had this whole plan in my brain to kill all the things. Dang. That was not good. Now they have a Demon Inferior. If they want to get rid of my Chrysalis, to go Preordain. So there's 1 Tolarian Terror, 1 Annul. Counterspell's gone. They play the Tolarian Terror and another Tolarian Terror. Jiminy Crickets. Okay, we're going to Cleansing Wildfire. Grabbing Swamp? I don't know anymore. Duress away your Deem, I guess. I'm toast. I totally screwed it up. All right, I'm just going to move on. Shame scoop. I feel so bad. No. All right, on to the next. We're here in round number 3 on the draw versus Nick97. Turn 2 Pili-Pala, I guess. Opponent on mono red. We're not getting a break here, guys. I think actually We do have a turn 3 Chrysalis, so that's not nothing. That's not a lot versus a Gutter Snipe deck. Help! Help me! Gets in for 1. Faithless Looting. Discards a Fiery Temper. I think I need to bring in my Berry Macabres against the mono red deck. Okay, we're at 15. Land. Malevolent Rumble. Take a Chris. Alright. I don't think it's fast enough, but I will start slamming Chrysalises. Okay. Opponent has a just Epicure getting in. We'll go to 14. I can't afford to block because I need to use the spawn for my Chrysalis. Let's see if they understand that and kill my spawn. They've got a Highway Robbery. Ditches a Mountain. Plays another Epicure. My turn. I'm at 13. Close to dead. Here comes a Chrysalis. They Chain Lightning me. I guess I'm epically close to dead. Probably very, 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 very close to dead. Huh? They're getting in. I will block and block. Sacrifice. Grow my Chrysalis. They'll lose their Epicure. I'll take no damage from that. I don't have time to do anything but play another Chrysalis, I think. My Chrysalis gets ginormous. Put another one on the table. Play a Slagwoods Bridge. I think I'm going to play this Ichor Wellspring out. Draw another Safekeeping. That might help us. We might be able to punk them. Seems unlikely. They've got the Gutter Snipe, or is this a Faithless Looting? Here comes a Flame Breather. Okay. I have a Bitter Reunion. We can go Bitter Reunion and discard the Shambling Ghast. Trying to draw into the combo. Didn't find the combo. I'll play the Landscape. I think I'm going to pass the turn. We'll fetch out a Swamp. They pay 3 mana, and then they Blood Token. Discard Snacker. They just want the snacks back. Okay. And then a Fiery Temper. We go to 5. Dead to Fire Blast if they feel like they have the Fire Blast available. But I have double Safekeeping. They don't get in. I'll fetch for a Swamp. Take a draw. They go Fire Blast. I will Tamiyo's Safekeeping on my Writhing Chrysalis. Haha, got him! I'll go to 6, and then back to 4. Back to 2. Play land. Let's Bitter Reunion. Discard the Stormshriek Feral. I have the Careful Cultivation now. I'll play the Pili-Pala. They only have 1 card in hand. I mean 1 mana on the table. Chooses to swing out. So we're going to go block, block, block. We go to 1. Bolt kills me, I guess. But not Lava Dart. Boo! We tried so hard. This feels pretty bad. I'm here to do this so you don't have to, I guess. We'll take out the Duresses, bring in the Safekeeping, bring in the Weather the Storms, and then Stormshriek. We need the Breath Weapons. I have 7 cards to cut. I can cut the Rumble, but I'm more likely to see those other cards. The Shambling Ghast doesn't seem very good. What happens if I cut this and then cut the Rumble? Then what am I really hitting with my Eviscerator's Insight, though? Maybe the Safekeeping is just not the correct play. Stormshriek Feral we probably don't need. So bring back in a Shambling Ghast. Maybe we cut one of the combo, then bring in the other Shambling Ghast, and then my Eviscerator's Insights might be better. This is rough. Okay, interesting. Keep, I guess. This is slow, unfortunately. There's a possibility of a Chrysalis coming down and then Pili-Pala Cultivation. We'll go Bridge. Mountain for the opponent into an Epicure. Play another Bridge. They'll get in for 1. Go to 18. No Cast in the Fire. We have a Swamp. Wildfire the Bridge. Grab a Forest. Play another Bridge. One has a Mountain. They get in for 2. I'll go to 16. I could be dead here. They're passing. Land. Let's play out the Writhing Chrysalis. And then just hope that I live through this turn. And then I will Wildfire, targeting my Bridge. They're going to try to kill the... They discard a Faithless Looting. Wildfire. We'll grab a Forest. I've not seen... I'm just dead here, aren't I? I'm just dead. I'm at 12. Grab the prize. Discarding a Fiery Temper. That puts me to 5? No, 6 life. 5 life. Okay, dead to Fire Blast. It doesn't... it just doesn't feel worth it. This obviously is not going to work. Okay. We cannot play this Jund Wildfire deck. You will get destroyed. We'll see if we can take any wins. We're going to try again in round 4. Okay. Trying to take one win. One win, homies. Let's keep. Opponent gives me the good luck, have fun. That means we are definitely losing. Okay. I have landscape, get a forest, rumble, try to get a bridge, play the bridge, wildfire the bridge. That's my plan. Landscape, your turn. Bridge. Okay, so they're playing Affinity. We'll go ahead and fetch, grabbing our forest. Untap. Malevolent Rumble. Take. Well, this is a bummer. I think I'm taking the Careful Cultivation and then just hoping that my creature lives and then I can just win the game. This is interesting. I can't bin both the cultivations. If they don't have a red source here, I just slam Pili-Pala, say go, untap, go for it. When it's thinking. I go Blood Fountain. Find a Slagwoods Bridge. They played a Drawsforge Bridge. I'll play my Slagwoods Bridge, and I will Wildfire. Yep, we're going to grab Swamp. Pass. Then I have another Wildfire lined up, plus a Malevolent Rumble. We're looking for protection spells. Crackland Shaman luckily does not hurt my deck. They have a Thoughtcast. And if I keep ramping, and I put the Bitter Reunion on the table, if they tap out, they could lose. Like I said, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. It would be 8 mana to go for it entirely. Let's Wildfire again and grab another Swamp. Because I've got a lot of red-green in play, play the bridge, play a Malevolent Rumble, another Pili-Pala. Okay, we'll pass. We have double Pili-Pala, double Careful Cultivation. They discard a Toxin Analysis. Yeah, because that doesn't hurt the Pili-Palas. They play an Utrom Monitor. No, refurb, please. Don't do it. They're tapping out? Okay, GG, I guess. We go red. Play Bitter Reunion. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have exactly enough. So Bitter Reunion. I think I will discard the second Pili-Pala. Play a land. Not the landscape because I want to cycle it. Play Pili-Pala. 1, 2. Careful Cultivation. Activate. We'll crack the Bitter Reunion. Make infinite mana. Combo time. Let's see how far we can go. Probably not very far. We have 1 Eviscerator's Insight in the graveyard. We can draw 4 cards, 5 cards with the landscape. Okay, I made a bunch of mana. Now I'm spam clicking to filter. Play out the Ichor Wellspring. Draw a card. We'll make black a couple of times. Then I'll make red a couple of times. We'll start with Eviscerator's Insight. Crack the Wellspring and draw 3 cards. Another Eviscerator's Insight. Another Wellspring. Okay, so I'll just play that. Then I'll Eviscerator's Insight. Sacrifice the Wellspring. More cards are being drawn. More landscapes. Play a Wellspring. Draw cards. Crack the Wellspring. Draw cards. Yes. We're finally doing it. Let's go. And then we found the oh no, we found the Stormshriek Feral, but they have an Utrom Monitor. That's not good. Okay. That's not good. So we're going to Malevolent Rumble. And we'll grab... Do I have enough Shambling Gas? I only have 2 Shambling Gas in the deck, so I can't kill the Utrom. Yark. I guess I'll take another Pili-Pala then. We'll play the Pili-Pala. Play Careful Cultivation on that one. We still have Eviscerator's Insight and a bunch of card draw, so let's flush out. Discard a random bridge. We draw the Chrysalis. Yes. We're trying to find all 4 Chrysalises and then get those on the table. Attack for a bajillion. Another Pili-Pala. Another Careful Cultivation. Bunch of big Pili-Palas. Okay. Make a bunch of mana again. I'm glad I'm getting to do the thing at least once. That makes me feel pretty excited. And we learned a lot. Eviscerator's Insight. Rack that Wellspring, draw 3 cards. Finding another Duress. Okay, we have the Bitter Reunion. So since the flush out doesn't matter that much, I'm just going to flush out again. Putting the creature back in the deck, discarding a bridge. Cast the Bitter Reunion. Discard a bridge. We have a Wildfire. I guess I can untap for red. And then I don't know if I have any basics left in my deck. We have 1, 2. It looks like I do. So let's Wildfire the bridge. 3 basics left. There's another Chrysalis. So we'll filter for red. Filter for red. Chrysalis. It might just be lethal as is. See, I think that is pretty sweet. We're adding to the board. Hooray! Okay, and then we'll filter for black a couple of times. Looks like we have 5 black to use right now, so I might as well do that. Opponent goes GG. They, they had enough of me fiddling around. So all these Chrysalises were +7, so they were 9 power. Plus I have all of these ones. And then we would have drawn 3 extra cards for another Chrysalis and the Stormshriek Feral and just blasted in. Feels good. So I took out my Troublemaker oofs from the sideboard. Maybe that was not a great idea. The rest seems good. Safekeeping. Do we even need the Shambling Ghast? Doesn't feel like it. I'll just go down to 1 Ghast. So Shambling Ghast was really good in the Glee deck because it lined up really well against Kuldotha Burn, and now Kuldotha Burn is not the burn deck. We need a way to just demolish the regular burn deck. I think there is an option of going like Generous End Exhume and then maybe also doing Unexpected Fangs, but at the same time, I don't even know if chunks of 6 life are that helpful. I played against a Jeskai Ephemerate player that was playing some cool tech, so maybe could try something like that. And they had this Potioner's Trove, which gives you life gain, but they also had Hydroblast and things like that. Is this keepable hand? Shambling Ghast turn 2 is medium. We have the Bitter Reunion though to filter, so I think I'm fine with it. We just grab a mountain or use a Twisted Landscape to get a black source. Bitter Reunion, discard the forest. Opponent could also be playing Hydroblast effects. Play the landscape. Hydroblast would be a bummer for me for sure. So I don't want to get this Bitter Reunion hydroed. We'll just play the Wellspring this turn. Play land, play Wellspring. We draw Careful Cultivation. They play another bridge. We're going to use 2 mana to Thoughtcast, so I have the time. So let's see. Can't Wildfire this turn. Maybe it makes sense to go Malevolent Rumble plus Ghast. Malevolent Rumble. Take Pili-Pala. Play out Shambling Ghast. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Cryogen Relic and a Thoughtcast. Plays Vault of Whispers and a Refurbished Familiar. I guess I'm getting rid of the Wildfire at the moment. Let's cast Malevolent Rumble. Guess I'm taking the bridge. Play the bridge. Going to Bitter Reunion and discard the other Bitter Reunion. Now I have Safekeeping. I have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Almost enough. Opponent plays the Cryogen Relic again. I think I should... I mean, the Eviscerator's Insight on the Wellspring is tempting. They play a Sea the Synod. They get in for 2. Plays Mere Enforcer. Now I feel like I just... Well, I can block with the Shambling Ghast, so that's fine. A Reckoner's Bargain. Will they tap out? Mere Enforcer again. Another Cultivation. Play the Forest. Going to Eviscerator's Insight, sacrificing the Wellspring. Another Pili-Pala. And a Chrysalis. What are we going to discard? Guess it's the Cultivation. They play out a Cryogen. They're getting in. But we will block with the Shambling Ghast. And take 6. Make a treasure. I have double Safekeeping. I need 5, 6, 7, 8. Plays Utron Monitor, plays Utron Monitor. And draws Forge. So I have enough to play my Writhing Chrysalis, Pili-Pala, Careful Cultivation, crack the Bitter Reunion. Problem is I have no other card draw because I discarded the Bitter Reunion earlier. I'm going to make red and play the Chrysalis, then play a Slagwood's Bridge, I guess. I wonder if it makes sense to play another Pili-Pala just as a blocker. I guess I'm going to do that. They crack their Cryogen Relic to draw a card. Oh, you know what stinks right now? My Pili-Pala doesn't currently have haste. That's bad. That's very bad. Because they can just kill it. Oh no. Didn't think of that through. Taps down the Chrysalis. Okay. Maybe they don't have... Maybe they are also not understanding how this works. That'd be awesome for me. We'll go spawn, spawn, lock. They stun the Chrysalis. They're getting in. We will block, block, and block. Then sacrifice the spawns. Now I need a card draw. I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go here with my Pili-Pala friend. Plays a Blood Fountain, so they are going to get the Reverse Familiar back. Play out a Writhing Chrysalis. One discards a Silver Bluff Bridge. Plays a Nile Spellbomb, that is fine. They'll crack it to draw a card. They can try to use the camera to tap down one of my creatures. They'll draw 2. Attempt to tap down the Chrysalis. I will respond with a Tameo Safekeeping. We'll go to 8 life. My Chrysalis is not tapped. Oh, my other bitter reunion's in the graveyard. How am I going to win? I'll have to attack with my Chrysalises. They're attacking in. Okay, so we block here, we'll block and block, then block with the spawns. Crack the spawns. They're going Death Touch. I'll save keeping my Pili-Pala. And don't take too much damage. But we need a card draw spell. I draw a forest. So it looks like I'm passing the turn. I can attack for 2, then untap, and pass. One has a Thought Cast. Reckoner's Bargain, they sacrifice a land, draw a card with a clue. Here's another Mirror Enforcer. And they decline to attack this time. All we are drawing is lands. Just pass the turn. They'll return their Utrom and their Refurbished Familiar. Refurbished Familiar discards a card. At least I was sort of prepared for that. Another Utrom Monitor. Another Utrom Monitor. I don't think I can win anymore. Okay, we'll just move on. How can I effectively counter what they're doing? I had brought in the safekeepings. That seems like the fine way to do it. It just didn't line up very well. Didn't really draw any card draw. And maybe that's an issue with my package that I have. I'm on the play. Triple Wildfire. Let's mulligan though. Okay, we have Wildfire this time. This is going to be a keep. And I will get rid of the... I could also just landscape, turn to Bridge Duress, because sometimes they are pretty reliant on that. So maybe I'll get rid of the Ichor Wellspring. No, I could get rid of the landscape, and then I'm relying on drawing a land. If I'm drawing multiple lands, yeah, I'm just going to get rid of a Wellspring. Play the Bridge. Opponent mulligans to 5. Okay, pass the turn. You play a Drawsforge Bridge. I'll Wildfire my land. Pick up a Swamp. We find Pili-Pala. They play out a land. I assume that they have card draw in their hand. Let's Duress. Extract a Confession. We currently have nothing to hit with the Reckoner's Bargain, so I'll take the Thoughtcast. And we'll play Ichor Wellspring. Let's play another Bridge. Another hand. We play the Seedless Synod. They drew a Thoughtcast? That's just mean. Okay. We will Viscera's Insight the Wellspring. Draw some cards. We find the Careful Cultivation. Let's Malevolent Rumble. Take another Wellspring. Play a land. I think I just play out the Wellspring. Another Pili-Pala. So I can go double Pili-Pala. They can extract a Confession to kill one of them. Then I untap, safekeeping, and go off. They're getting for 1. I think this will work. They have Reckoner's Bargain on the Cryogen Relic, which is a bummer. Lay land. Pili-Pala. Pili-Pala. They have 2 unknowns in hand. Crocline Shaman does not kill my Pili-Palas. But they're going to have a bajillion unknowns after this Cryogen Relic. So if they'd have to have Galvanic. Yeah, it's not going to work, I don't think. Get in for 1. Okay. Plays Cryogen Relic. They must not have read the card. Sneaky Flying for the Pili-Pala over here. Plays land. Refurbished Familiar. Okay. So we have to get rid of the Rumble, I think. They're passing. Careful Cultivation on the Pili-Pala. They're going to... Okay, that's it. Make a bajillion. Combo time. Let's see if we can get it done. Okay, I have 100 mana, so now I'm going to filter. Lots of clicks. We'll play Ichor Wellspring. Draw a card. Make black. Crack the Wellspring. Come on! Another Wellspring. Another Careful Cultivation. Play the Wellspring. We can Cultivation the other Pili-Pala. It looks like we might have run out of steam here, unless I draw something something nice off this Twisted Landscape cycle. We have the Duress. Okay, so I can take the Extract a Confession. Duress. Yep, we'll take the Extract a Confession. And then make red. Play Writhing Chrysalis. If I had that Rumble, I probably could have found a way to like push through a little bit here. Double Chrysalis. And now I will attack. Combo over. It will flash in a Sewer Valence Camera, tapping the Chrysalis. Cryogen Relic the Chrysalis. I could have used a safekeeping, I guess. I don't think it mattered that much. I don't want to keep my creatures alive. Okay, they're just passing. So if we can draw a card draw spell, we draw Viscera's Insights. Time to draw some cards. Draw 3. Finding a landscape. Crack the other Wellspring. Boom. I guess we're looking for just more card draw, I guess. Another Chrysalis. All right, let's see what happens if I Draw off this landscape. Rumble. Play the Rumble. Just another Pili-Pala. Darn. I don't really need to put that on the table. We'll play another Chrysalis. Should have cracked this landscape. Trying to thin the deck. We have one basic left. Play a bridge. Go to attacks. They're going to camera and tap down the Chrysalis. Should I save keeping the Chrysalis? I'm a little concerned. Maybe it's worth it. I'm not going to do it. Get in for 4. This deck probably needs to be like more on the mid-range spectrum. Blood Fountain. They don't have anything to get back. They could have blocked with a refurb and then got the refurb back. Discards a land. So I don't really know what's in their hand anymore. There's a Mere Enforcer. Okay, we'll go to my turn. We draw another safekeeping. Time to attack. This is certainly lethal. I guess it's worth noting that if we had the Seeker combo, we would have won the game like 50 times. But the Crocland Shaman could have stopped me. Okay, my opponent is going to block all the Chrysalises. That makes sense? Nope, they undo it. They're thinking it through, that's okay. So I need to grow the creatures a little bit just to make sure my Chrysalis eats the Mere Enforcer. Alright, they're all 4/5s. I could have used that mana to untap the Pili-Pala. I should have done that. We're going to untap the Pili-Pala, make green, and untap the Pili-Pala. They sacrificed their Mere Enforcer. Wait, no. Oh, mistakes were made. I should have sacrificed all of my spawns there, but I did not. Oh my goodness, that was a big mistake. Huge mistake. Now they can get back their creatures and then just kill me. Wow, I'm not really on my game here. It's back Enforcer and Mirror and okay. Here's the Crocland Shaman. I lost so much power and toughness on these Writhing Chrysalises. I was supposed to sacrifice all of my spawns there, because then these would have been huge. There was like 5 more. There would have been 10 11s. You play Mere Enforcer. Okay, and then they sacrifice. And then I'm going to safekeeping and let my other Writhing Chrysalis die. They play another Crocland Shaman. That's a lot of Clarks. Okay, I'm just going to F6 and attack in. Okay. They double block. I kill a Mere Enforcer. They're at 2 life. Still need a lot to go right, don't they? Galvanic Blast takes out a Pili-Pala. Find another Writhing Chrysalis. That's good. Let's bash in. They block with the Krark. They toxin the Krark. Rough. So this, now we want to sacrifice the spawns because this just gives them less less damage. So they'll stay at 2. Okay. And I guess they go to 3 because the Krark killed itself. And then they have a, come on. Okay, I guess I have to start playing lands. Build my Pili-Pala. Do I have any threats left in my deck? That's the turn. Guess so. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the Chrysalises are gone. I have a single Pili-Pala ready to get it done. Their last card in hand was another draw 2. This is just Affinity things. This has been a long game, and I think it's my fault that it's going this way. I'll get in for 1. They have no sweepers, so I'll just play another Pili-Pala. Pili-Pala's getting it done. All in Pili-Pals. Opponent. Another Thoughtcast. Cryogen Relic. I can tap down my Pilis, but I can untap them. So that doesn't do that much. Plays a land. Slaps down a Mere Enforcer. Okay. Attack. Our opponent's at 2 life. They attempt to stun my Pili-Pala. I'll untap it. Cannot get stunned. Plays a Draw Forge Bridge. Let's untap the other Pili-Pala. They get in for 4. What are we expecting them to have? More like toxins? I felt like this game was going really well until I completely punted, but they did have the toxin anyway. And now we have the Stormshriek Feral, which should win the game. 1, 2, 3. I've got a big old 3/3, but they could have a Hydroblast. Attack in. The Reckoner's Bargain. Going to 9. I'll pump my creature, and then pump it again. Then they're going to Galvanic my creature. But I have the safekeeping, so that does not die. They have another Cryogen Relic, which can tap down my Stormshriek Feral. They tap it down. And they've got a Utrom Monitor. Mere Enforcer. This is crazy. We have a Viscer's Insight. It's Insight and sacrifice a land. We have a Shambling Ghast. Viscer's Insight, sacrifice a Shambling Ghast. Make a treasure. Land. Let's try this Wildfire. By Bitter Reunions, I have 2 Careful Cultivations, a Duress, and a Rumble. play this Bitter Reunion, discard a bridge. So I need to draw into the Careful Cultivation to threaten lethal from multiple angles, make all my flyers threats, and then duress away their life gain or whatever. Okay, another Utron Monitor, another Utron Monitor. So I just can't win now? Duress you, Vault of Whispers. I don't know how I win. I don't think I can win. So we went 0-4. I feel like I didn't play very well, so I'm sorry about that. The deck did not cooperate. It was not good. It was not good. Without the Deadly Dispute, we didn't have enough going on. I felt like the Cleansing Wildfire sometimes was great, but sometimes was absolutely terrible. So I think we cannot rely on Cleansing Wildfire as a ramp spell. I like Malevolent Rumble as a ramp spell. I kind of like the Chrysalis. I think that the deck basically can't beat Mono Red Madness in this configuration. We have been talking about playing a teamer version of Seeker, which I think is this one here. Nope, that's not right. There's got to be a Seeker teamer one I have in my lists. I guess I can't find it. That's okay. Wow, that was a beating. So if you're interested in letting me know what you've come up with for Seeker of Skybreak combo and whether or not Mono Red Madness is cool, I will see you in the next video.